The pancake is an incredibly useful skill that once you unlock it, helps you tremendously with other skills, such as the middle split or the press to handstand. In this video I'm going to show you some drills that help me unlock the pancake. Get ready for some nasty quad cramps. You see, in a pancake we have two parts. One is the passive one, where you relax down. But the second component is the active strength of your quad and your belly to create the necessary compression to pull you into the movement. So before we start, let's do some warm up. Start with some leg circles. Do 10 like this from the outside to the inside, and then switch inside to the outside. Also 10. When you're finished, do the same thing on the other side with the other leg as well. Next thing we're gonna do is bodyweight squats. So we're gonna go into a full squat and go back up. Focus on full range of motion and focus on activating your hips here. All right, next up, we're gonna spend half a minute or a minute in a deep squat. So you're gonna come as deep as you can. So if you're struggling and you're holding it like this, you can grab hold onto a bar or something to help you relax into the full range and sit as deep as you can. You really wanna feel your hip and your adductors activating here to prepare your hip for the upcoming movement, because the pancake is really intense. So once you've done all these 3 exercises, let's go to the next step, which is a general assessment. So some theory up first. In a pancake, you want to sit straight and you want to let gravity do the work for you. So you want to work from at least this position. If you're sitting here, actually where you're probably only feeling it is in your upper back instead of here. So this position is not really beneficial, but that's not a big deal. If you sit here, I will show you a stretch. Step on an elevated surface and then go to a distance where you start feeling a stretch, but where it's not your end range. Then grab a weight. This could be anything, just make it heavy enough that it actually pulls you down. So you're gonna straighten your back here, then try and go down with a straight back as far as you can until you feel it in the back side of your legs. And from here, round the back, bring your butt a little back, and then let the weight pull you down and feel the stretch in your back legs here. This one helps you get deeper into the movement and helps your body open up a little more by using this weight as an external force. You want to hold this for 3 rounds of half a minute to a minute before you do the pancake practice. So go ahead and pause the video, do your 3 rounds, and then we're going to meet back in a seated position. Open your legs as far as you can and try to stay straight. If you're still sinking in here, that's not a big deal. You can just elevate your butt. I will use my shoes here, but if you're at home, you can use cushions or blocks, whatever you got at hand. Then sit on that elevated thing, and you will notice this helps tilt your hip forward to move you from here to a little more upright position where you can start feeling it in your legs. So if that's you, keep your butt elevated for the rest of the practice and do all the exercises with an elevated butt. Another hint before we start, in a pancake, it is okay to round the spine, but what you want to do first is sit up straight and then move through your lower belly and the compression of your quads. So you want to think about sticking the chest out and moving the chest to the front instead of moving your head down. Because while this is also a part of a pancake, now I'm not really feeling it in my legs. I'm much more feeling it in my upper back, and this is not the area we want to focus on. So instead, whenever I'm moving forward, I first move as far as I can with a straight upper body. Think about chest moving to the front. And once I hit my max here, then I start rounding to let gravity pull me down even more. And now I feel it. Whereas if I'm here, I'm not feeling it so much. So always move to your end range first and then round the spine. All right, one of the most important things is to open the lats. Many people forget that, but for any kind of spine movement, like to the front or to the back, the lat and the side, like the lateral flexion of the spine, is really important. The way we're going to practice that is by doing this little exercise here. You're going to lift your right arm, move over to the left foot, and then from here, stay as low as you can, move over to the front, notice the sensation here, switch sides, go with the left hand to the right foot. Switch sides again, connect this with your breath, and switch. Try to go a little bit more forward each time you do. It's also fine if you can't reach your foot, you can also do it here. Reach as far as you can, and then maybe for you it looks like this, which is totally fine. As long as you got a feeling going in your inner thighs and in your hips, you're good to go. Try to go a little further each time. Do 10 taps per side. After you did 10 taps, stay on the left side. If this is too hard for you, as I said, you can stay here. But if it's too easy for you, one way to take it up a notch is to take your left hand, move it through this gap, push your left elbow in the left inner thigh, and then twist your chest open like this. This will greatly intensify the stretch. And now we're going to stay here for 30 seconds. And once you're done, move through the middle, go as deep as you can already here, and then switch sides. You can do up to 3 rounds of this. I'm going to move on to the next exercise, which is quad compression. Twist over to one side. You're going to straighten the spine. And now I want you to move your foot off the ground while trying to stay as upright as possible. In the beginning, you're probably going to lean a little backwards, totally fine. But over time, try to stay more like this. Hold for 3 seconds and then move it down again. You can use your hand for a little bit of support, but try to do most of the work from your quad and your lower belly. Lift, keep the legs straight. 2, 1, and let go. And one more, lift. 3, 2, 1, let go. Once you did 8 repetitions, switch sides. We're gonna do 3 rounds in total. Shake out your legs in between sets. And once you're done with 3 sets, we're gonna move to the next exercise. All right, so another variation of the seated straddle leg raises is using an obstacle. Start with a low height at first. What you're gonna do is pretty similar to the other one, but this time we have an objective. You're gonna place your hands around your leg again. Try to lean forward as much as you can. And now with the help of compression, you're gonna move your leg around the obstacle. And both ways is 1 repetition. If this is too easy, you can progress it and increase the height. The higher you go, obviously, the much more difficult it will be. So start low, and once you get familiar with this, start with a high obstacle. Remember to keep breathing, and if your quad cramps, it's totally normal. And also here, do 3 sets of 5 repetitions each leg. All right, this exercise I'm going to show you from the side. Come into a straddle position, open your legs wide. The wider you open your legs, the easier it will be to move forward. And take something that slides easily over the ground. It could be anything. I'm using my shoe here. Think again about that chest position. Open up your front body nice and tall. Take your hands to the object and then move forward. Think about your chest going forward. As far as you can, place the object there and move back. Next one, move forward. Push the object a little further than before and move back. So we're going to do this 5 times. So 2 more to go. And really try to go a little step further each time. So forward and push. And now we're going to hit the 5th repetition. So this time we're going to hold it for 10 seconds. By the way, as I said, could also be here and just move an inch by here. Totally fine as long as you're feeling it in your legs, good to go. So get ready for the final rep. We're going to move forward and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly come back. This is 1 set. Shake out your legs. This one is probably the most intense of the exercises, depending on your flexibility. Keep in mind, if it was easy, everybody would do it. But trust me, stick to these exercises. They are what got me my first pancake. Rest as long as you need to in between exercises. If your quads are still cramping and firing, it's not the time to go. Take enough rest and listen to your body. Your body will tell you when it's time to go again. The final exercise is going to be static holds. So open your legs, move your chest up to the front, and then go as deep as you can and just hold for 20 to 30 seconds for 3 sets. Do this after you did all the strength exercises, just to open up your body. And as I said, maybe you're here, that's totally fine as long as you feel it here. And you can slowly progress over time. And if you do this for long enough, if you put enough patience in, your pancake is gonna improve. All right, if your legs are on fire and screaming right now, congratulations, because you did it right. Do this workout like every 5 days. Depending on how your body feels, it might even take a week for you to recover. Treat this like a gym session, like strength training, right? Recovery is really important, so focus on your diet, sleep enough, rest enough, and if you continually put in effort into this, trust me, your pancake is gonna improve. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and then I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.